Okay, so one of the biggest questions I get asked most often is how do I cover up my dark circles, my uneven skin tone, blemishes, acne scars, etc. So I'm here to show you how we can easily do that. And I like to use the Mineral Skin Perfecting Concealer. I'm a mom and so I don't get enough sleep, as most moms don't, and so I do have black lines, I have blotches, spots that I like to cover, redness, but first I start with our glorious primer. I always start with primer because primer gives that barrier between your skin and your makeup. It shrinks your pores and minimizes the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. It also prevents any of your foundation getting into your pores. So I like to rub it all over my face and just allow it to sink in for a minute. I love this stuff. It makes my face feel like silk, and I love that I'm creating a barrier between my skin and the product that I'm putting on it, and that it's going to make my makeup last all day long. Okay, so Skin Perfecting Concealer. I'm going to let this do all the work to hide my black lines and spots that I don't want anyone to see. So the colour I'm using today is Velour. I like to use a shade that is 1 to 2 shades lighter than your actual skin tone, so that you get the added benefit of it highlighting and brightening up your skin and your eyes. So I just like to use about the size of a grain of rice, and that's all you need because this is very heavy duty. And I use a concealer brush and just pick up a little bit of the concealer and then place the concealer in big upside down triangles underneath your eyes. I want it to give the appearance that it's covering my dark circles, but that it is blending down into my skin and covering my redness as well, opposed to how I used to put concealer, which would just be on my black lines, and you can see how it wouldn't blend down into your skin and it would only cover your black lines. Okay, then we apply a little bit here in the center of your forehead. This is going to give you a bit of a lift and a highlighting effect, which I'll explain later. You can do a little bit down the bridge of your nose and onto your chin, and a spot just underneath your brows. So I'm going to spread this all out to give an appearance of an even skin tone. And when I'm using concealer, I want to hide all the nasties that I want to hide, but I also want to give an appearance of a brightened, more awake look. So I like to blend it out using a blending bud. When using a blending bud, it is best to use it damp. So I like to give it a spritz of rose water to dampen it. Rose water is a toner, and it calms down any redness that you may have. So it is nourishing my skin and it is controlling the redness underneath, which is what I want. So notice that I am doing a tapping motion. I'm not rubbing any product over my skin. When blending using a blending bud, it is best to just dab to blend. So can you see how that's starting to even out my skin tone? My redness is being minimized, my black lines are being minimized, my eyes are looking wide and awake, and a blending bud has a little point to it, so you can use it just to get right into the corner of your eyes. So I find that by tapping to blend it in, it really sets the concealer into your skin, and that's what kind of keeps it in place all day long. So can you see what a difference that's made? My skin looks even, you can't see so many splotches and blotches, I don't have so much redness, my eyes look like I've had a 12-hour sleep, and my skin is now like a canvas ready to do my foundation, my bronzer, my blusher on top. So this is my favorite concealer by far because, as you can see, a tiny bit works wonders, and I like to start with my concealer first and then build on top of that so that I have the perfect palette. Now all my redness, all my black lines, all my spots are already hidden, and I can now use my foundation and bronzer and blusher on top and build onto my makeup. So the next step is to go ahead and apply your foundation and the rest of your makeup, and I'll be back to show you more tips and tricks.